Hi everyone, good morning. We are getting ready to start our yoga bar class, so give me just a second. Make sure this is all set up here. All right, so I want you to come to a comfortable seat on your mat. We're going to start with Kapalabhati breath. So if you can, and this is comfortable for you, I want you to turn around and sit on your heels, toes tucked under. So this is only available to me for a moment. So I'll either untuck my feet here or start in this easy pose. So you have options. If you have your chair available, you can even sit in your chair for this breath. So before we start completely, I just want to remind you that myself, Jessica Hendry, Living Balance Studios, and all of our representatives are not liable or responsible for any injury that may incur throughout this practice. So be mindful of your body, take care of yourself, enjoy the practice, but be safe as well, okay? So Kapalabhati, you're gonna take deep breath in through the nose. It's gonna be a deep inhale, so don't start yet, just allow me to kind of walk you through this here. So you're gonna have big exhales through the nose with the mouth closed. So it'll be, you'll blow like you're blowing into a tissue. So the belly button's gonna draw in, pressing the air out. So you're using your core to squeeze the air out. And naturally you're gonna have a passive inhalation that's gonna allow you to continue the breath. So we're gonna do that for about 30 or 40 seconds. It's also known as the skull shining breath or a very cleansing breath. So that's gonna get us going. It's gonna ignite the Kundalini energy up the spine and get us ready for our bar practice this morning. So I want you to take a big inhale. Maybe you close your eyes with this. And then begin to breathe out, push the air. And continue that breath, and I'll count you down. It might be fast, it might be slow, it might look different from mine, and that's okay. So continue. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath in. And a full breath out. I want you to pause here, noticing the effects of the breath. Regular breath in and a strong breath out. Get ready, we're gonna go for round 2. So big deep breath in through the nose. Keep the lips closed, maybe close the eyes and start to press. Continue the breath. Continue, we're almost finished. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and finish. Hold the breath out here. Engage through the belly lock. So you're holding the breath out empty. The diaphragm is pulling in and up. Everything is getting small. You feel it maybe push into the lungs just a bit. And then release, take that big breath in. You should feel some nice heat in the body here. We're gonna continue, last round. So you might notice your breath starts to go higher, or it's more full throughout the Kapalabhati, or it might go a little bit lower, and that's okay. Just continue at your pace the best that you can. Begin to take that deep inhale through the nose. Maybe close the eyes and begin to press the air out through the nostrils. Continue the breath. We're almost finished here. I'll count down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big exhale here. Hold the breath out. Pull the belly in. Hold the breath empty. Allow the diaphragm to sink in and up. That belly lock is engaged. And then begin to release. Allow your regular breath to come back. Maybe you rock your head side to side. Find what feels good here. Maybe take full circles and extend your chin up towards the ceiling to stretch through the throat. Take another pause here. Now this may be a strong practice for you, so I want you to modify, find any variations of the poses that you'd like. I will offer those to you, but ultimately you're responsible for you today. So take that into consideration as we move through this flow. So I want you to inhale, arms up overhead, swoop them out to the sides, paint the sides of the wall and the ceiling, and then exhale, bring the hands into chest. Allow the elbows to flare out as your hands come center. Big inhale one more time. This time, drop the right hand down to the side, reach, stretch through the ribs. Find that deep opening inside the ribs. Maybe take a peek under the elbow, spin the elbow up. Big inhale here. As you exhale, spin the elbow down, closing, and then on the inhale, re-reach that hand, stretching underneath the shoulder blade. Paint the ceiling as you inhale, going to the opposite side. Exhale, come down. Find that bend, maybe in the elbow. Reach through and stretch. Big inhale, peek your gaze to the ceiling underneath your arm. Exhale, fold towards your mat. Re-reach the arm, stretching underneath the shoulder blade. Inhale. Pause for the exhale here. Inhale, back center. I want you to bring it down to cactus arms, elbows towards the ribs. And as you exhale, bring it to goal pose right here, 90 degrees. You can see me from this side. Now we're gonna find eagle arms. So if this is not accessible to you, I'll give you a different option. So take the right elbow over the left, and then we're gonna wrap the hands grabbing the thumb here. Remember, I'm mirroring you, so whichever side you start on, make sure you do the opposite side. If this is not easy, feel free to allow the hands to come and wrap around the shoulders like you're giving yourself a hug here, okay? So as we're here, I'm gonna turn sideways. I want you to have a nice strong spine. So initially, the body's gonna wanna arch into that back bend. Pull the belly in, sit up nice and tall, long spine. As you inhale, I want you to draw the elbows up. Gaze goes back. Same thing if you're hugging here, allow the elbows to come up. As you exhale, fold, elbows into the hips, round through the upper back. This is a nice big stretch, opening through those postural muscles. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. One more time, inhale, lift here. Exhale, fold. Moving back to neutral, allow the hands to come out into a T, press the shoulder blades back. Exhale, bring the palms forward. Send the belly button towards the back of the room, round through the spine. So you're making a nice C here. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, I want you to interlace the fingers, palms up towards the ceiling. You're gonna press the ceiling away. Big inhale, lift up. Exhale, release the arms, bring them behind your head, interlace the fingers here. Draw the knuckles down on the base of the spine, roll the shoulders back, take your gaze up. Maybe your head dips back, maybe it stays tucked in. Release, exhale, bring the hands forward, round through the back. Then sit up in that easy pose, nice and straight. Bring the goalposts back into play. We're gonna take opposite hands, so I'll do my left. Whichever side you're on, feel free to go there. Cross that elbow over, wrap the hands around, grab the thumb. Eagle arms, opposite side. Big stretch through the shoulders. Now try to allow the shoulders to rest. As you inhale, draw the elbows up. Gaze goes up or chin stays tucked down. Small back bend here. Exhale, curl and round, elbows into the hips. Continue that with your own breath. It may be faster than mine or slower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Now, if you were with me this morning at 7 a.m., you're getting this twice. Way to go. You get an extra stretch today. Exhale, fold. Inhale up, start to release. Take those arms to a T, uncross, palms face the back wall. Press, squeeze the shoulder blades. Turn the palms forward, bring the arms together around the spine. Find that C curve as you exhale. Inhale, rise up towards the ceiling. Interlace the fingers on the exhale. Press the ceiling away. Inhale, lift. Exhale, find the hands behind you. Draw the knuckles down towards your mat. Roll the shoulders. Inhale, lift. Maybe the chin stays tucked. Exhale, round. Find that C again. Release the hands. Come back around the spine. So from here, I want you to roll over into your tabletop, or however you'd like to get there, feel free. Lift the energy through the arms. Come onto the hands and the knees. So now we're in this nice tabletop here. I want you to make sure the knees are underneath the hips, and the hands are going to go underneath the shoulders. So initially to start, we're going to come down to the forearms. Now I want the forearms under the shoulders, and to make sure they're in a good position here, I want you to take your hands open, pinkies towards the mat, palms towards each other, tuck the tailbone in, and with the hands, wrap them around the elbows. Now if it's only fingertips and you can't really grip the arms, you need to walk them in closer together. Make sure you have a nice grip. Once you've found your space there, take the fingertips back towards the top of the mat, root all 5 fingers down, start to pull the palms up towards the ceiling, and we're gonna lift the left leg. So find a good base here in your knees. Take the leg back. So it'll be straight first. I want you to bend the foot, heel goes up towards the ceiling. We're gonna find hip circles to start to open these hips for bar. So either direction you go, start drawing the knee, pull it in, take it out and around. So here's where you might feel some pops, some noises, some clicks, as long as they don't cause any pain. They're just moving the air out of the synovial fluid flowing into those joints. So we really want to open that up. We want free movement, fluid movement, free space. Now if you took the bar class with me on Thursday, you might be a little sore. You might feel that glute working, that's good. Continue 2 more on this side. In this direction. Now I want you to switch, so take the knee up and bring it out and around if you didn't start this way. Same thing, you might feel some pops and clicks. Your hip is opening for you, allow it. Anytime that you want to come off of your forearms, this is too much for you, come back into that neutral tabletop. So continue 2 more times on this side. Your leg might already be mad at you, you might be working. Rest the leg down. That's okay, we're doing this together. So opposite leg. Take the right leg back, straight first if you'd like. Bend the knee up. You can pointer flex here, your choice. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the knee in, almost to neutral, hovering over and send it out. Start your circles. Big circles here, big hip rotations. Now I want you to use a breath through this. The more you breathe, the more your body is going to be willing to do what you're asking of it. So continue, press it up. 2 more this way. Press through the elbows. Once you come center, opposite direction, take that foot up, knee goes out and around. Again, you might feel the clicks, just noticing what your body's telling you. Big circles here. Find the long circles. Good, 2 more in this direction. Find neutral here. Maybe take a child's pose. You can keep the knees together. You can spread the knees wide. Take the hips towards the feet. Reach the fingertips towards the top of the mat and rest the forehead here. If you want to make this an active pose and open up a little bit more under the arms, press the fingers in, draw the palms up, elbows off the ground. Allow the belly to fall between the knees. If your forehead's on the mat, maybe you rock the chin to side, releasing the tension in the neck. Maybe you want more of a side body stretch and you begin to walk the hands over to your left and to your right, re-syncing as you do. It's up to you here. Find what feels good. I want you to really stretch and open for this bar practice today. It's going to be a stronger flow. Inhale, draw up into that cat. So shoulder blades around as you come back into that neutral tabletop. So knees recenter under the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. If you peek through and you can see your feet, take them out further. I want you to find your cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly down, tailbone goes up, gaze goes up, press through the fingertips as the palms draw up. Exhale, around, initiating with the tailbone, pull the chin into chest. Inhale, drop down. Now, this is a free space. If you want to rock back and forth, shoulders over wrist. If you want to go to side, feel free to do that here. The more awkward it feels, the more opening it's allowing in your body. So use the breath. If you want the traditional cat-cow, continue here for 2 more rounds. Last one, deep inhale, really stretch through the abdominals. We're gonna get into those today. And exhale, round. Start to curl the toes under. We're gonna go into our first downward dog. So send the hips up nice and high. Press the back of the knees back, press the mat away. Open up underneath the arms. It's important to press the mat away. Drive the heels in towards the mat. They might not touch the mat, and that's okay. Pedal the feet, maybe taking a deeper bend in the knees. Maybe you come up on the toes, and maybe you press back down. Maybe you sway the hips side to side, thinking about making a figure 8. Now I want you to take the left foot on top, or on the outside of the left hand. So towards the edge of the mat, squeeze the back knee straight, sink the hips down. Keep the right hand planted, left hand goes up towards the ceiling, open. Maybe sway over as far as you can, squeezing and sinking at the same time. This is a very active pose, so take a big breath in. As you exhale, bring it down. I want you to take that foot back into plank. So you might need to heel toe it, you might need to come up first and then pull it back. Whatever you want to do here, finding that hip rotation. Same thing other side. Right foot's going to come on the outside of the right palm. Plant the left hand down, sink the hip, squeeze the back leg straight, open the arm. Maybe you find a fuller rotation here. Maybe you take your hand towards your knee and press it out. This is your practice. I'm just guiding you through it. Big breath in. Full breath out. Bring the hand back down. Heel toe the foot around or come up. Find your plank however you get there. Now as we're in plank, I want you to send the hips back. This nice crouching tiger here. Maybe you take your feet a little further out for a strong base. Reposition your hands. Sink your hips down and back. Look through your hands. Powerfully press back into plank, like you're gonna shoot forward, okay? So exhale goes back. Inhale goes forward. Exhale goes back. Inhale goes forward. We're gonna do 4 more. Try to use that powerful Kapalabhati breath here. As you inhale, press forward. Maybe you come up a little bit on your toes. Exhale, press back. It's a nice crouching tiger. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Last one. Press back. Plank. Now I want you to lower down. So you can come to your knees, drop the hips down, uncurl the toes, or you can go all the way down from your chaturanga. Pull in, find the belly. Pause here, uncurl the toes. Keep your head in neutral, your gaze right below your nose. Inhale, we're gonna press into a baby cobra first. And then exhale, lower down, pick a cheek side. Pause, let the breath rush in. We're gonna do a baby cobra on the other side. So press the tops of your feet into the mat for me. I still want the legs active as you lift. Using the elbows, like there was a string from elbow to elbow, pulling them in, back goes down, chin tucks, right? Big breath in. Exhale, find the opposite cheek. This time, inhale, maybe find a full cobra pulling up. Shoulders drop down, chin stays in. Lower down. This time, keep the chin hovering off the mat. Lift the feet up, squeeze the toes together, take the arms behind you, palms facing down. Now, feel free to stay here, or you can keep the feet down, finding this locust pose. If you want more, I want you to take your hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, pull the shoulders. Now you'll notice the hands rest either on your seat or on your low back. You can stay here or lift higher once you take the hands off. Take the hands off the back, lift through the chest, pull the feet together and up towards the ceiling. Breathe. 2 more breaths here. If this is too much, come out. You can always find child's pose. You can always lower the legs. Your choice. 1 more breath. Now as you exhale, release down. I want you to take your hands in front of you. Long feet, lay down. Everything lays down. Rest your forehead on the mat. Inhale here. Full exhale. This time, inhale, lift, coming back into maybe a flying locust here. As you exhale, make a fist, pull the elbows in. Draw in strong. Legs are squeezing together. Use the inner thighs. Use the inner thighs. Bring your awareness there. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, pull it back. Inhale, hands overhead. Keep your gaze down at your mat. Exhale, pull in one more time. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, pull in, plant the hands, curl the toes, downward dog, send it up. Pedal the feet. Nice. Take a breath. You can find stillness here, or you can pedal. I want you to start to walk your feet if you're pedaling up towards your hands, hanging in this ragdoll or forward fold. Sway side to side. Maybe take a deep bend in the knees and allow the lower back to release any tension from those back bends. Drop the chin in the chest. Press through the feet, start to roll up. Hips go forward towards me, and you're gonna inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Take one more breath if you need to. I want you to find your chair. So you can bring that up close by you. You can bring it to your mat here. Whichever side you want to start on, don't worry, I promise we'll do both sides. So find a solid base here. Something to balance, a wall, desk, back of the couch, anything you can think of. Now I want you to take first position. So keep the heels together, turn the toes out, press the hips forward. So this is the turnout they talk about in dance. Roll the hips outward, okay? Squeeze the knees straight, squeeze the glutes in, tuck the tailbone. Allow the other hand to rest onto the chair or your surface for balance. Shoulders, roll them up, back and down, and pull the abdominals in. Squeeze, strong core here. Now I want you to take a slight plie, pressing the knees back. Okay, that slight micro bend in the knees is gonna protect all of those joints. So I want you to take your outside leg, take it straight out in front of you, point the toe. Now, if you want more, if you're going all the way this morning, you can take a deep bend, a deep plie into those legs, okay? I'm gonna stay up here, your choice, your practice. So take the outside hand, rest it on the hip. I want you to feel inside for that front hip flexor, that joint, that muscle there, all right? So now if your hips are tilted up, I want you to sink them down. Keep them nice and even. Press the weight into the foundational foot, so that inside foot into the heel. Now we're gonna lift and tap. So I want you to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Now as you do this, I don't want you to kick your leg up. We're not kicking. It's not about how high. It's about that muscle working right inside your fingertips. This inner thigh pressing up. So the middle of your outside foot should be going towards the ceiling. So 8, tap it down. 7, use the breath. 6, this is 5, tap. 4, tap. 3, 2, we're gonna hold it up. It's not bar without pulses, so tiny little pulses. 8, 7, 6, relax the shoulders. 4, 3, 2, back to the taps. Down and lift, down and lift. Keep the breath strong and powerful. Last 4 here. This is 3, this is 2. Hold it up, 8 pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Isolation for 8, 7, 6. You might feel shaky, that's okay. For 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to bend a little deeper in that standing leg. If that's uncomfortable, don't do it. Pull the leg in, so tap the toe to the mid shin. You can bring it up to the knee if you have that flexibility, and push it out. Bring it in, push it out. In, out, in. So you're only moving from the knee. The hips are still, the abs are in, going 8, in, 7, pull with the hamstring, 6, 5, maybe sink down, for 4, I know 3, that hip flexor's on fire, 2, and 1, draw the foot, press it up. Now, you can press the hips, rock them around, bring them towards me, open it up. Allow it to breathe. Take a moment, we're not quite done yet. So find that first position, find that hip rotation outward. You can bring the arm here back to the hip where it was. Outside leg still working, take it out, draw the point towards your mat. We're gonna lift and tap. So again, if you want a little more, bend that knee. The outside leg will go straight once we start to lift. Now same thing, before I go, we're gonna lift and tap the same way, but I don't want you kicking into your surface. We're not doing those boxing kicks, we're doing leg lifts. So nice and square, just lift it up, tap it down. These are so precise through the movement and the repetition. So I want you to be intentional with your movement, lifting and tapping, lifting and tapping. Now, the top of the foot is gonna be at a diagonal unless you have a beautiful hip rotation, which I do not, and the top of your foot can go towards the ceiling. 4 more. 4, 3, squeeze up with the glutes. 2, hold it here, pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, relax the shoulders. 3, 2, hold it, taps, going down, and lift, down, and lift. 8 more here. We'll call this 6. This is 5. Keep it up. Squeeze that quad. For 3. For 2. You have 8 more pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Shake it out. Again, press forward. Use what you need to. Maybe take that outside foot forward. Take a bend, extend, press the hips. Find what feels good here. You have those fingers in that joint. You can give it a quick massage. Press into it. Open it up. Allow it to breathe. All right, we got one more. I am going to face my chair. You can stay right where you are. I just want you to be able to see me here. So same thing, first position, turn the toes out. Rotate the hips. Pull the abdominals in. Take a plie, which is a nice soft bend in the knees. You can take a deep plie if you got it, girl. Let's take the foot back. Outside foot back, okay? So there's gonna be the bend in the knee. So it's gonna look like this. You'll have a bend, okay? I want you to hinge forward just a bit. If you can stay up tall, keep the shoulders back, do that, knit the ribs in. If that is really uncomfortable for you, you can lean a little bit, but keep a long, straight spine in line with the neck, okay? So as you're here, we're gonna lift and tap. Same thing, don't kick your body forward. Keep the torso still, isolate it, and just lift, and lift. 8. I want you to squeeze through the glute right here. This is 4, 3, 2, hold it, pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, back to the taps, down and lift, down and lift. That standing glute should be on fire. It might start shaking, that's okay. For 4, for 3, for 2, we're gonna hold it up and pulse. 8, right here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, isolation. 8, 7, maybe take a deeper bend. Oh yes, it's shaking. 4, 3, 2, 1, bring the foot in, stand it up. Again, shake it out. If you need to take that standing leg, which was the inside leg, face your chair, figure 4, and drop down for a glute stretch. Feel free. Just be careful here if you don't have a solid, if it's not down into the ground. Take a big breath. Maybe flex that foot. Big stretch here. And come up. Guess what? Other side. So let's move the chair over. Grab some water if you need to. Now is the time, right before we get into this leg series here. If not, and we're good to go, take that first position. Toes turn out. Rotate the hips. Press the hips forward like you're zipping up your pants. Pull the belly button in, okay? Everything's out, round, and tight. Outside leg forward. Pointed toe. Maybe micro bend in the knees if you need to here. Same thing. We're going to lift and tap. Take the outside hand to the hip. Find that hip flexor there. You can feel around. You'll feel it maybe poking out or activate it. It'll talk to you in a minute if you can't find it yet. So we're going to lift and tap for 8. Here we go. Up and down. Lift and lower. Really squeeze, midfoot's facing the ceiling, using the breath. We're not leaning back, we're up nice and tall. Using your awareness, right where your fingertips are, to lift the leg. Inner thigh is working for 8, tap, 7, 6, 5, relax the shoulders, 4, chin stays down, 3, 2, hold it up and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, back to the taps, going down and lift, lower and lift, lower and lower, pull it up. This is 4, lift, 3, squeeze everything, 2, we got 8 more pulses here, pulse it, 8, 7, keep a bend in the knee, 4, 3, 2, hold it, hold, 8, square the hips, 6, 5, I know, 4, 3, 2, hold it here, deeper bend, flex the foot, we're gonna pull it into the mid-calf, press it out, pull it in, use the hamstring. Let me turn this way so you can see me here. Out and in, everything's solid, just moving from that knee, pulling in, use the inner thigh. Hope y'all are counting. I'm just kidding, we'll call this 4, press, 3, press, 2, press, 1, bring it down, press it up, roll the hips, roll it out, swam around. Find what you need to right now. Maybe take that leg back and sink in. That's what those open lunges are when we stretch. That's for that muscle. All right, first position. Again, take the feet out, roll the hips, press the hips forward, knit the ribs in, relax the shoulders, maybe crack a smile because you're making it. Leg out, the outside leg, press it out. Micro bend, we're gonna lift and tap. We got the same thing here. So again, if the top of your foot can face the ceiling as you lift, do so. Torso remains right where it is. Don't lean into that chair, it's just for balance. If you wanna try, take your hand off. Do it without, and we're gonna lift and tap. Here we go. Lift and tap, lift and tap. Now, that's why when you're on the bar, we don't want you to death grip the bar, right? We wanna create relaxation in the shoulders, make the legs do their job. 4, 3, keep an open palm on the bar, 2, we're gonna hold it up and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, back to the taps, take it down and lift, down and lift. That standing leg is already shaking. Breathe. This is 4, this is 3, this is 2, hold it up, pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, plie down, pull up, squeeze the glutes. Maybe you fold forward this time, send the hips side to side. When I say do what feels good, I mean do what feels good to you in your body. Your body will tell you where to stretch. You just gotta listen. All right, we have the foot behind us. So I'll turn this and stay right where you are. We're gonna find that first position. We're gonna find that plie, that deep bend. Tuck the tailbone underneath, wrap it underneath, okay? Outside leg's gonna go back. You have that bend. So forward view, just like this, right? You can keep the hand here if you need to. You can keep it facing the bar. Up to you. We're gonna lift and tap. So I just want you to bring through that glute. Take a breath, here we go. We're lifting and lowering, lifting, lift and lower, lift. The squeeze is coming from that glute, right there in the center. Pull the ribs in. I know those hip flexors are tired, make them work. Squat it down for 4, 3, 2, we're gonna hold it up and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, back to the taps. Take it down and lift. I'm gonna turn, lift here. Lift, keep the torso nice and straight. Lift it up, take the breath for 4, 3, 2, we're gonna hold it up, pulse, 8, 7, 6, 5, maybe squat down lower, you'll see the shake, My leg is shaking. Call this 2, call it 1, hold it 8, 7, go lower, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it down, step it up, take your stretch. If you need to take that inside leg, figure 4, and squat down, find that glute stretch, maybe adjust, flex the top foot, sink it down in. It gets into that hip, gets into that glute, opens everything up, and then press up. All right, I want you to face the bar. So I'm gonna turn this way. Hands are gonna come to the bar. Our favorite, our leg burners. We do every class, can't get away from these. I want your feet parallel. If it's too much to be in your releve or your highest tippy toes, once we go through this, once you get tired, before you quit, lower your feet and continue. And if you still wanna take a pause, then take your pause. If not, come with me, toes, heels together, releve up, okay? If you're standing nice and straight, I want you to push the knees forward, seat goes down towards the heels. Try to keep the seat in line with the heels. Lift the toes as high as you can. We're just gonna hold. So pull the belly button in, tuck the tailbone underneath, okay? Bring the shoulders back. Hold, maybe go down further. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, little pulses here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, press the knees out. So stay where you are, it's out and in, out and in. Good, out, squeeze it in, out and in. For 8, tuck the tailbone, re-tuck it in, squeeze the abs, pull the belly button into spine. Abs are strong, out and in, I know, out and in. 4 more, out, out, use your breath. Out, we're gonna hold it out on this last one. Pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, tuck the tailbone, hold, 4, 3, 2, 1, drop the feet, pat the legs. We made it. We made it. Great job. I'm going to move my chair over. You can move yours. You can step away from the wall. Whatever you need to do. I'm going to give you an opportunity to grab water. Remember, I don't need to cue you to grab water. I don't want you to wait for me. Grab it when you need it. All right. We're going to make our way back down in the mat. Okay? So I want you to find mountain or that stance at the top of your mat. Feet hip distance apart. Bring the arches of the feet up towards your hips. Palms face forward. Inhale, arms up and over. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, back to plank. I want you to pause here. Maybe find your vinyasa. Lower down into your chaturanga. Inhale, lift, cobra or up dog here. Curl the toes back to downward dog. Pedal the feet. Now I want you to take the left foot on the outside of the left palm, right foot on the outside of the right, so you can step or you can jump, crouch down, take the feet out, find your malasana. Turn this way. Try to drive the heels down. You can rock side to side, or you can stay still. Now, as you're here, we're all sinking down. I want you to press through the heels, come up a little bit. Make it active, tailbone down. Hands into prayer. Take the arms out. Take the arms up. Take the arms to the floor. Just lift the right hand up, open for twist. Big inhale as you exhale, bring it down. Opposite hand, inhale, lift. Remember, I'm guiding you. You find what you want. Other side, still pressing through the heels, legs are active. Exhale down. Opposite side, inhale, lift. Exhale down. This time, come up a little higher, turn the toes in, send the hips up. Find your forward fold. Maybe you rock side to side. Use your hands. Maybe the hands wrap behind you as the feet heel toe in. Maybe you slip the hands underneath the feet and press the toes into the wrist. Pressing the back of the knees towards the back wall. Your fold, your choice. Now from here, I want you to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come to plank. Find your tabletop. Drop the knees. Move side to side. Get into this weird, awkward space where you stretch through the ribs and the hips. Maybe you find child's pose for a break. Your choice. Drop the head, open the upper back, come back into that tabletop. I want you to cross the legs in the back and find your seat. So we're gonna sit over the legs, okay? Now, well, I'm gonna face this way, but we're gonna make our way back down to our mat. Before we do, we're gonna pull the knees in. Feet together, arms out. We're gonna blast this core. We're gonna do it quickly and effectively. But if you have lower back problems, I want you to protect your back. I want you to be safe. Take a modification. Take a breath. Do not push farther than you need to right now. If you want to learn more of that, you can do privates with one of our instructors, and they'll be glad to help you progress in a safe way, okay? So inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, drop the shoulders. Inhale, tippy toe the feet back. Find your Navasana, your boat pose. Knees go up. Squeeze the knees together. You're active here. I want you to hollow out and drop down to low boat. Legs go out. Exhale, up. Inhale, low boat. Exhale, up. Now if that's too much, stay on your toes, and you can lower down to that hollow and then pull back up. That might be a little harder, but it protects the back. So once you get back to your boat, hold. Bring your hands in prayer, elbows flare out. Same thing here, you can keep the toes down. We're gonna go into some Russian twists. So if you're in your boat, you're in Navasana. Take a breath in. As you exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Now, as you continue, when you twist to the left, I want you to tap the right toes. Come center. Twist the opposite way. Come center. Same thing. You're switching the legs, you're going back and forth, or you're staying still and maybe you just have the toes. Or maybe you have the toes down and you're just twisting through the middle. Find what feels good to you. Keep the belly button into the spine. Pull the lower back into the belly button. Protect. One more time. One more time each side. Drop the knees down, grab the outer knees. Inhale, lift. Maybe your head goes back, maybe it stays tucked. Your shoulders roll. This time as you exhale, round, find your C. Tuck the tailbone under. So one by one, your vertebrae is going to go down to the floor. So nice and slow. And whenever you get to the point where you can't go slow anymore, arms overhead, lift it up. Exhale, hands back down by the hips. Inhale, lift up and over. Exhale, hands by the hips. Inhale, up and over. This time, bring me goal post. 90 degrees at the elbows. Here. And make sure you can see me okay. So once you're 90 degrees, we're going to take those eagle arms. You might know where we're going. Just breathe through it. So right over left. Wrap the hands around, grab the thumb. If that's not accessible, just give yourself a hug. Still effective, okay? So find your space. Reverse tabletop. Inhale those legs up. All right, I want you to drop the right leg down as you crunch up, elbow to left knee. Inhale down, tabletop, tap the arms if you can. So they're kind of in my face, I can't go all the way, but we're gonna lift the elbows. So as you crunch, opposite leg. So bicycles with the legs, the inhales and exhales, and crunch through as you come up. Exhales, inhale, exhale, inhale. Maybe you keep the legs and you just crunch the arms and the upper body, that's fine too. Find what feels good. And then lower down, exhale, release everything, uncross the arms, bring them out to a T, windshield wipe the knees. Protect the back, loosen it up. Big breaths here, big breaths. All right, one more time. We got the other side for that eagle arms or those hugs. So goal post, reverse tabletop, left over right. Either wrap your arms around the shoulder or keep the eagle arms. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, drop the right leg down and crunch up towards the left knee. Inhale that together. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale together, neutral. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, opposite side. We're going to go one more each side here. Really use the abdominals, pull up, and come back down. Last one. And other side, relax, pull it in, everything comes down, open up to a T, windshield wipe the legs. Now from here, I want you to pull the knees into the chest, reach the arms to the ceiling, and we're gonna roll up. So as you roll the knees, you're gonna come back up into that seat. So take the breath here. Good, I want you to roll over. So cross the feet, we're going back into that tabletop here. Cross the feet, come over your seat, up into that tabletop. Now, I want you to drop, well, first let's go back into plank. You can keep the knees down here, find that modified plank, uncurl the toes, tops of the feet towards the mat, lower down. I want you to find your forearms, your Sphinx pose. So again, remember, elbows under shoulders. If you want to find out if you're in the right spot, take the hands around the elbows. If it's just the fingertips, scoot them in, where you get to the palm or the base of those knuckles on the fingers. Then rotate the hands back out. Fingers spread wide. Tops of the feet are down. Now, this is Sphinx pose. It's the relaxed Sphinx. We're gonna engage, okay? So as you engage, I want you to pull the back of the knees up towards the ceiling, press the tops of the feet in, and then I want you to pull your belly button into spine, pressing the elbows down into the mat. This is engage, okay? If you want to take it a little further, you have an option to press the hips up towards the sky off with the tops of your feet still into the mat. So that'll be a level 2. So as you press through the elbows, I want you to guide the hips off and hold here. Just hold and breathe. This might bring up some emotions. Adjust where you need to. Breathe through it. We're going to take 5 breaths. Maybe you're here, but you're on your knees. You can do that too. So take a breath. Sink the hips. Press the feet, press the elbows. Keep the chin tucked, gaze between the forearms. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Exhale, let it down. Press up, look up, straighten the arms. Let the elbows flare, hands underneath the forehead as you rest here, pause. Shake the hips side to side. You can stack the fists if you want a little bit more height away from the floor. It's up to you, relax the back. 1 more breath, take the hands underneath the arms, press back, hips towards the heels, sit down, find child's pose. So maybe your knees are in, your hands come behind you, your head's on the forehead, like a fallen leaf, allowing the elbows to submit to gravity and come towards your mat. If that's not comfortable, again, child's pose, knees spread wide, toes touching, belly falling through the legs, forehead on the mat, rock it back and forth. Using that powerful breath, knowing you got through the hard parts, reignite your focus, your alignment with what you want to get done today. Be proud that you took this opportunity for yourself. Coming back up into tabletop, press the shoulder blades high. Curl the toes under. We're going to find downward dog here. Press the hips up. Press the mat away. This time I want you to lift the left leg high. Bring it to the outside of the left hand. The outside, we're finding this lizard again. Sink the hips down. Press the back knee up. Taking the left hand to the left knee if you like, or you can open for a twist. Your choice, allowing it to come, keeping that back leg active. The more it dips down, the more I want you to pull it up and then sink the hip. Getting into the front of the hip, that works so hard for you today. Take the hand down, send the hips up. Now from here, if this is not accessible, walk the back foot in and not in line with each other. Maybe take them to the edges of the mat. Maybe take your hands up, flat back. You can find pyramid here. Take your arms behind. We're getting into that hamstring, so find your version. Maybe you lift the toes, pressing the hips towards the back wall. So your hamstring stretch, your body, you find your variation. Take the hands on the inside of the foot. Slight bend in the knees. I want you to take it back to plank, both feet, neutral. Right foot on the outside of the right palm, finding that lizard. Squeeze the back leg straight, sink the hips down, right hand to right knee, or find that twist. Your choice here. Big opening, big breath. Maybe you push here. Still sinking the hips forward. Again, opening that hip flexor. Opening up that space that likes to hold tension. Bringing both hands down towards the mat. Send the hips up. Again, find your space. Maybe taking the back foot in. Slight bend, be gentle. Maybe your hands come up the leg. Maybe you find pyramid, keeping the legs straight and arms behind you, shoulders rolled back, chin tucked. Maybe you keep your hands down and lift the toes. Your body, your stretch. Be gentle here. Be powerful in your breath, gentle with your body. Deep bend in the knees, bring the hands on the inside of the foot, press it back to plank, adjust where you need to. Now, I want you to come to tabletop. I want you to swing the knees around. The hard part's over. I want you to find your Shavasana. So if you want a pillow under your knees, if you want it into butterfly, as you lay back, you can. Towel under your head. A blanket if you're cold. Find what you need. Arms up, roll down. Find that Shavasana. If you're not there already, legs extend long, toes roll out, hands down by the hips, palms up. Take the breath. Now I want you to use your awareness to go through the body. I want you to start at the toes, into the balls of the feet and the arches, around the heels and the ankles. I want you to keep your awareness on your feet. Maybe they become warm, maybe they become tingly. Maybe they're just there because they're tired. I want you to allow them to be supported by the earth. Big breaths in and full breaths out. Allowing the breath to move the energy through the body, through the spaces we opened, and up and out. Allowing the regular rhythm of your breath to return. Maybe the heart rate slows. Maybe you put on a soft, soothing music in the background to allow you to zone out. Whatever you find for your practice that you need, allow that to be. Allow the space to be everything you need it to be in this moment and the next. Honor your body. Honor your time. Honor your needs. If you want to remain in the Shavasana, feel free to turn off this live video or the Zoom stream and remain still. If you're ready to move on, start to invite movement back through the fingers and the toes, graduating to the wrists and the ankles, using the fluid movement, using the breath. Inhale, maybe pull up, and exhale, push down. Your choice here. On your next inhale, I want you to reach the arms overhead, interlace the fingers, press the palms towards the back of the room while your toes press the opposite direction. Inhale, big good morning stretch. Maybe your ribs flare out, maybe they don't. And then as you exhale, press the lower back in towards your mat and the ground, pulling the hips up towards your ribs. Big inhale, stretch one more time, point your toes, reach towards the edges of the room. And then as you exhale, bring the hands down by the sides, either around through the ceiling or the side walls. Pull the knees in. Wrap them into your chest, give yourself a hug. Massage the lower back into the mat as you rock back and forth. Last bit of movement here. Be kind to yourself. And we're going to roll up to sitting. Again, if you want to roll onto your side and pause there and fetal for a few more breaths, feel free. Otherwise, join me in a comfortable seat facing forward. You can sit on a block, a bolster, return to sitting on your heels, toes tucked under. Allow the shoulders to drop away from your ears and take a big breath in. Full breath out. Notice the little sources of energy maybe pinging through your body. Inhale, strength. And exhale, doubt. Inhale, power. And exhale, judgment. Big breath in and full breath out. This time I want you to inhale the hands. You can start to open the eyes if you like. Swoop them out toward the edges of the room. Paint the ceiling as the palms come together. Exhale, thumbs into the forehead. Take a big breath in. And a full exhale, honoring what you know in your beliefs, what you think, and the creativity in your mind. You have full access. You just need to breathe into it. Take a big inhale here. As you exhale, drop the thumbs down into the mouth, honoring your voice. Big inhale here. Exhale, drop the thumbs into your heart. Allow the elbows to flare outwards as you press the palms inward into center. Honoring the full, authentic version of you, unique and full of gifts. Full breath. And exhale out for today. Namaste.